For generations, we've been told that IQ is everything, that it's the ultimate measure of your potential. But what if that's not the whole story anymore? In the crazy, hyper-connected world we live in today, the real currency isn't just how smart you are, it's how well you can focus.
Just take a second and let that one sink in. This single sentence pretty much sums up the entire battle that's being fought for your mind right now. The idea is that the new dividing line in our society, the new form of inequality, isn't going to be what's in our bank accounts. It's going to be about who can control their own attention. And this leads us to something we're calling the Great Attention Divide. Seriously, it's a massive split that's happening in society. It's separating the people who can actually command their own minds from those whose minds are being commanded for them.
So think about it like this. There are really two paths you can go down in the 21st century. On one side, you can become what we call a human bot, where your brain's reward system is basically hijacked by algorithms that make money off your distraction. Or you can become a focus master, someone who intentionally builds the skill to tune out the noise. And the difference here? It's not talent, it's control. So what's the actual cost of being on the wrong side of this divide? I can tell you, it's a lot more than just feeling a little scattered. The cost is real, you can measure it, and frankly, it's shaping your future as we speak. Let's just follow the money for a second. By 2026, the industry that's built on grabbing and selling your focus is set to be worth over $1 trillion. $1 trillion. This isn't some accident, it's a massive industry designed to mine your attention. Every single second you spend scrolling, that's a tiny transaction where you're not the customer, you're the product. And the scariest part? This isn't just in your head, it's physically changing your brain. Research from Stanford found this startling trade-off. Those constant random hits from notifications and likes, they can spike your brain's dopamine by 200%, creating this addictive loop. But here's the price. Activity in your prefrontal cortex, that's the CEO of your brain, the part in charge of focus, it can actually shrink by up to 40%. It literally rewires you to be less focused. Okay, so let's bring that brain science into your typical workday. For most of us, it looks something like this. A shocking 80% of our potential is just gone, wasted on shallow tasks and digital noise. That leaves just a tiny 20% slice for the kind of deep, meaningful work that actually moves the needle. And where does all this lead? Well, it hits you right where it hurts, your bank account. Data from the Harvard Business Review shows this incredibly clear connection. The distraction group, they're checking their phones over 150 times a day, but the focus elite, fewer than 20. And the result is a massive earnings multiplier of 2 to 3 times for the people who protect their focus. This is the new unfair advantage.
Feeling a little outgunned? Yeah, that's kind of the point, but you can absolutely take back control. The way to do it doesn't start with just trying harder. It starts with understanding your brain's chemistry. This is what we call the dopamine first framework.
Now forget all that stuff about dopamine fasts. They just don't work long term. The real strategy is dopamine management. It's the simple practice of consciously swapping out those cheap, low-quality digital hits for high-quality rewards that you actually have to work for. You're not starving your brain, you're giving it a major upgrade.
And this difference is absolutely critical. Low-quality dopamine is like junk food for your brain. Think endless scrolling. It gives you a quick spike and then you crash. But high-quality dopamine, that's the good stuff. It's earned through effort, like a good workout, getting into a creative flow, or learning a new skill. It gives you a steady, sustained release that actually builds your focus muscle.
You can start rewiring your brain today with some super simple swaps. I mean, what if instead of 30 minutes on social media, you took a quick walk? Instead of watching one more episode, you spent 10 minutes just writing down your thoughts. Every time you trade a mindless game for a learning app like Duolingo, you're casting a vote for a more focused version of yourself.
All right, managing what's going on inside your head is only half the battle. To really win this thing, you have to manage your outside world too. It's time to become an architect of your own focus, to literally design a space that makes concentration the easy default option.
Here's a simple 3-step plan. First, just declutter, ruthlessly. A clear space really does equal a clear mind. Second, create a tech jail. Your phone is the #1 enemy of deep work, so put it away in another room, in a drawer, anywhere but next to you. And third, use sensory triggers. A couple of plants, a white noise machine, even a specific candle can tell your brain, okay, it's time to lock in.
And look, this isn't just some feel-good advice. This is about real performance. Studies from the University of Melbourne found that something as simple as having a view of some greenery can boost your attention by 15%. Your environment is programming your brain, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so we've talked about your internal chemistry and your external environment. Now let's bring it all together with one simple, powerful habit you can start tomorrow morning to build a mind that's pretty much distraction-proof.
So this is a little-known trick used by some of the most effective people in the world. It's a physical movement they do in the first 10 minutes of their day. And no, it has nothing to do with checking email. What it does is physiologically reset their dopamine receptors, getting their brain ready for up to 12 hours of calm, sustained focus.
So what's the big secret? It's just a combination of a specific breathing pattern, called 4-7-8 breathing, with a gentle neck roll. This simple combo stimulates your vagus nerve, which is basically the main highway between your brain and your body. Firing it up is like hitting a biological reset button for your whole nervous system, flooding it with hormones that make you feel relaxed but alert. It's just biology, not magic.
And that brings us right back to where we started, the Great Divide. We're all standing on one side or the other. But here's the thing. The side of the focus master isn't miles away. It's one small choice away. The choice to swap an app for a 10-minute walk. The choice to put your phone in a drawer. The choice to try one simple breathing exercise. You are one decision away from crossing to the other side. So what's it going to be?